Hi, Rich Carrubba for bowlingball.com. I think every bowler should have their own bowling tune-up checklist, regardless of your skills. Whether you're a new bowler, just learning the game, not averaging very high, but you've taken lessons. Don't try to remember everything you've heard. Or you could be an advanced bowler or even a very highly skilled player with a great deal of experience. No one performs at their top level all the time. But if you are smart, you'll have your own little tune-up checklist that you can consult or refer to or go back and rehearse when you're in practice sessions, or even use certain parts of that checklist when you're in competition if you feel your game is slipping away from you slightly. The bowlers who can manage their own key fundamentals and keep your form under pressure are the bowlers who are going to succeed. Let's talk first about the setup position. You want to set your spine angle. And you're set up on the approach. Flex your knees, lean forward maybe 10 degrees. Get a good athletic posture before you take off, walking to the foul line. Your weight should be fairly distributed evenly on both bowling shoes, maybe a little less weight on the shoe that you're not going to step with first, so that you can make a smooth beginning of your approach. And when you begin your approach, you want to walk lightly and smoothly to the foul line without hurrying your steps. Even if you have quick footwork by nature, don't make them too quick. You want smooth tempo, so you have the same amount of time from when you begin your approach to complete your slide, from shot to shot to shot, each delivery. This way your arm swing can depend on the same amount of elapsed time in that swing cycle, and you can make very precise deliveries. The first two steps and the final two steps of your approach are the most critical. You want a smooth start, you want a good finish, and an unhurried one, particularly the last two steps, so you have that extra tenth of a second or 2/10 of a second to make a precise delivery and be very accurate. Now, balance. You want to keep in good balance, so you set up in that athletic posture and try to keep that all the way through the approach. Ideally, the less amount of movement with your body other than your bowling legs and bowling arms swinging the ball, the less amount of movement with your torso, with your arms, your head, your shoulders, and so on, the more precise you can become. So every bowler has their own style and their own body build, but reducing the amount of excessive or wasted motion is always a good objective. And you want to make sure that a good tip is to keep your head as steady as possible. When you set up, try not to make elevation changes with your head, tilt from side to side, front or back, because that little weight of the head moving can move the center of balance in your body and might get you out of position to make a good delivery. Your swing. You want to always work on consistent timing, get a good start to your arm swing, the good push-away sequence, and whatever you work with your coach on to develop a good arm swing cycle, you want to try to monitor that as you bowl from time to time. The tempo and the direction of your swing is just as important as it is with your footwork, so you want to work on those things. And one little tip is to reduce your arm tension. Consistent tension in the arm, just enough tension gripping the ball, consistent grip pressure back and through, and not having that arm too tense will help you make quality deliveries. Next, your release. Depending on how you release the ball, whether you're a stroker, a tweener, a power player, even a straight ball player, you try to regulate the moment you release the ball relative to your sliding bowling shoe, where your thumb exits first and the fingers follow it, and then make the amount of rotation that you make or delivery finger action on the bowling ball applied consistently from delivery to delivery. And a good idea is to focus on speed control. If you keep your speed the same all the time, each delivery in the optimum speed range of the ball, it's easier to get consistent releases and at the right time. And finally, finish and focus. Well, holding your form at the foul line until your ball passes the arrows where you sight on the lane at your bowling target, or even until the ball contacts the pins about 2.5 seconds after you deliver it. If you can hold your form motionless and pose at the foul line and watch the ball, then you know you're in good balance, and that will help you improve your accuracy. Also, focusing on your target with intensity and determination will help you become a more accurate player. You know, accuracy is primarily developed from your physical game skills, but it's also in your mind, and that's focusing on your target so your eyes send a precise signal to your hand where to deliver the bowling ball. So we think you should consult a coach, get a good quality certified bowling instructor or bowling professional in your area to work with you from time to time. Write down all the tips that you get, organize them together, build your own little matrix or your own little checklist, if you will, of the key fundamentals important to your game. We think it'll help you a lot, and that's the path to higher bowling scores. Thank you.